Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is the Level 2 Dowas custom in space. Like I think I mentioned, I got the I got like the second place in my league, so I was able to get the Level 2 Dowas and its weapon, and I wanted to see how it did in space. It's definitely a little bit zippier here, and just generally, you know, handles well. Got its special beam bazooka. It can also use, I believe, a Rikaten bazooka, I think it is, or possibly Rikdom too, but it does have a ballistic bazooka if you prefer. And yeah, it has a shotgun-style chest beam and the basically the Vishdon Hugos melee pattern. So it's got some and oh yeah, and the little shock grenade that has that like area of effect thing that the Dagdoll and Jim Bulldog both have. So yeah, it's got a decent skill set, and in this case I have built it mostly for melee, and it's got a dodge roll and maneuver armor. So my theory here is that the best way to play it with this setup is very aggressively. So I'm already dead, so we'll figure out if that worked out in the end. But as I recall, it at least ends up as a respectable showing, which is why I kept it. Also, you know, just kind of everything going on, I'm not going to be quite as hung up on my confusing and inconsistent internal rule set for what rounds I do and don't use as I frequently am, just because I want to keep coverage and there's a lot of stuff going on. So I could use less stuff. Just I'd like less stuff going on. I've had enough stuff for a while, thanks. But what can I say? Stuff continues, and just fumbled with weapons there, but managed to get the kill. I think this is actually a 550 room, so I'm not the only one. Not the only 150 points down. I found out by killing that person, or I might have ultimately gotten a 500 room. I know I tried it in a 550 and did okay, but that may not have been the one I kept. Managed to catch that Rick DS with the beam bazooka. Didn't do enough shotgun shots to stun it, but the rest of my team kind of focused it to death in one go, so we're good there. Missed that Methus, but that I did manage to hit with enough shotgun pellets, and that was good. Oh yeah, Dowas Custom also has pretty good Vulcans. They don't have as much ammo as the Rick Dias's, I don't think, but fairly strong, fairly fast firing. They're pretty good. So yeah, pretty good machine. I think, honestly, if you didn't get into the ranked matches and you didn't get it, it may not be anything you miss that much. There's an awful lot of things that play like various parts of it. There's the Rikdom 2, the Rick Dias, and the Peasant Doage. And if you have all of those, you have various parts of this thing's toolset. And I'm dead again. But we are managing to hold even so far, 5,700 to 5,600, and when I do get in for the melee, it's doing pretty good damage, so it's a theory, and we'll see how it goes. But, yeah, because, yeah, somebody else was saying they weren't really sure how to run it, and I tried running it more as a ranged machine on the ground, I'd say, with, you know, occasional moments of melee. And I'm trying to close and use it more for melee here in space, which kind of is backwards to how I usually play basically anything. Because, yeah, melee is, in my opinion, frequently very hard in space, so just... Okay, I guess this is a 500 room. What the enemies I'm seeing make sense for that, so... That Methus has full health. I'm the only one alive. I should not have spawned in when I spawned in. But at least I got a kill out of it, so it's more or less an even trade, hopefully. But yeah, I'm dead meat, so I'm just trying to get some shots off before I die, and I really didn't succeed at that, so... And since that's a team wipe, our nice even scores are now not nice and even anymore. So we will see what we can do about that in just a second. Well, everybody else is back in, so hopefully they can hold out. They're only down one person, so... And they're hanging together pretty well, so if I can get in there... and we're not spawn staggered, and we're all working together, I think we can do it. Let's see if we can manage that. And... wake up, Past Rob. I'm not sure what you're doing here. Come on. Am I trying to figure out where I should be spawning? Or is this when I was on the phone with the hospital or something? I don't know, but let's try this again. Okay, yeah. Not sure why Past Rob was just sitting on his thumbs there, but... He was, and boy, maybe I was having connection problems because that was a really delayed reaction from that Methus. Got it, though. Stunned the Rick Diaz. Did the thrust, did not want to do the sweep because I was afraid I'd knock over my allies. But that Rick Diaz is nearly dead if I can land the shot. Nope, I got tackled from somewhere far behind myself. Also, I forgot Rick Diaz has that double tackle skill, so yeah, it can burn a tackle and still be able to counter you. And let's see, that is dead, whatever it was. I think it might have been another Dowas, not 100% sure. But we managed to take the lead back, 10-725 to 99-50. It's not a large lead, so definitely good to stick together. This person seems to be leading us on a wild goose chase on purpose. Yep. Leading us back to their point where everybody's spawning in. We're moderately coordinated. There's 4 of us on the field and 3 of us are right here, so could be better, could be worse. Thought I saw a pilot, I think, and I was going after them there, but let's see. Just waiting for a good opening and trying to get behind that Methus and stun it before it could do that. But it did that. And yeah, and then hit me with the bazooka, and I'm the only one. No, there's one other person here, but that's still 5-2, which is not good numbers. So yeah, a lot of back and forth here. You know, one team wipes the other, and just it's one of those rounds where whoever wipes last is going to be who loses. So hopefully it will be them. Time's about right if we can coordinate for another enemy team wipe, I think. So we'll see about that. But about 1:15 left. Yeah, this would be probably a good time to start working on the next team wipe and then hopefully get through this okay. We'll see. But let's what am I shooting at? I don't know what I'm doing, but taking a lot of shots because I'm sticking my nose out trying to get it. It's Psycho Zaku, yeah. That killed me before, and that's what I was looking for. That sweep did not go nearly as far as I needed it to. Hover suits do retain their momentum issues in space, I think. I think it's more like just that everything has them in space, but missed my shotgun beam by a mile. Hit that, though, which means it is time. And yeah, I managed to hold... I wasn't even expecting that to work, but I managed to hold my downswing for half a second and was able to tag that Psycho Zaku after its roll. So, was happy that worked. Also happy that I managed to peel off and take somebody down without getting myself isolated and killed, which is how that usually goes down for me. There's the Methus, and I managed to shotgun beam it because there was just such a jumble of mobile suits and name tags. I wanted to take a second to make sure it was actually not ours. And when it fired on me, that was the perfect time. So I think we just narrowly pulled off the win and did it as I... nope, didn't quite get it, but it did ultimately work out the way I said. We won the last team wipe, but we were 125 points off from winning. If we'd gotten one more assist on something, that would have done it. I, however, on top of being top diversions, appear to be the only one who beat my rival. 6 kills, 4 deaths, and I'm going to go back and see how much damage I did. About 69,000. That's not bad. So that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! I still think, I know they did it mostly as an apology, and they will probably not do it that way again, but I would love to see future rank matches just be, okay, everybody gets the level 1, and everyone else is fighting it out for the level 2, because in the past when I've done rank matches and I haven't won any of the suits involved, that's a very frustrating feeling, and this gacha games and online shooters lend themselves to frustration, GBO more than some, I've been told. So, any way they can alleviate that, I think is a good move.